Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, trapped in a cycle of what-ifs, replaying mistakes, or worrying about the future? Maybe you've spent years chasing perfection, trying to meet expectations that never seem to end. The pressure builds, and you feel like you're constantly running, but never quite living. You're not alone. The truth is, most of us are stuck in a cycle of resisting life. We fight who we are, we fear imperfection, and we let our past and future control us. It's exhausting, isn't it? But here's the good news. The Stoics, over 2,000 years ago, showed us a different path, one that doesn't require fighting life, but embracing it. By the end of this guide, you'll learn how to accept who you are, let go of things you can't control, and finally stop chasing perfection. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's about accepting yourself and the world around you just as they are. With these tools, you'll find true freedom and begin living the life you've always wanted, peaceful, intentional, and authentic. Let's dive into the wisdom of the Stoics and see how acceptance can transform everything. Section 1. Accept your nature. Embrace who you truly are. We live in a world obsessed with becoming rather than being. Society bombards us with ideals of who we should be. Slim, rich, successful, always happy. We strive to fit into these molds, even if they don't align with our true selves. This dissonance can be suffocating. Sophia spent years wearing masks, the cheerful colleague, the perfect friend, the dependable partner. She gave so much of herself to others that she forgot who she really was. At the end of the day, she was left with a hollow sense of self, constantly chasing approval and validation. The Stoics, however, believed in accepting your nature, not in some grand transformation, but in recognizing and accepting yourself as you are. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "What we do now is what matters most." You don't need to pretend to be someone you're not. Your authenticity is your greatest gift, and by accepting who you are, you unlock your ability to contribute your unique talents to the world. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. Instead, embrace your quirks, your strengths, and even your weaknesses. Once you accept yourself fully, you'll no longer be shackled by the need to live up to other people's expectations. Instead, you'll live according to your own truth, and that is the most freeing experience of all. Section 2. Accept imperfection. Embrace your flaws and mistakes. Imperfection is woven into the fabric of life. Yet, in a world that champions perfection, it's easy to forget that our flaws are not flaws at all. They are the very things that make us human. John used to obsess over every mistake. Each wrong turn, each misstep felt like a sign of failure. He would spend nights tossing and turning, thinking about what he could have done differently. But the more he obsessed over his past mistakes, the more paralyzed he became. The Stoics believed that imperfection is part of our human condition. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Perfection is a myth, one that will only drag us down. We are at our most powerful when we embrace our flaws and learn from our mistakes. Every mistake is a lesson in disguise, and each imperfection is an opportunity for growth. South, stop striving for flawless execution and instead focus on progress. Embrace the imperfections within you. They are your stepping stones to success. When you accept that mistakes are not failures, but opportunities to evolve, you give yourself the freedom to grow, learn, and ultimately thrive. Section 3. Accept what you cannot control. Focus on what matters. Have you ever caught yourself obsessing over things that were completely out of your hands? Maybe you spent hours worrying about someone's opinion or a situation you couldn't change. It's exhausting. The Stoics offer us the ultimate solution. Let go of what you can't control. Sophia spent years trying to control everything: the people around her, her circumstances, even the weather. The more she tried, the more frustrated she became. She was focusing on all the wrong things. That's when her mentor reminded her, "You can't control the storm, but you can control how you sail your boat." This advice changed everything. The Stoics understood that only a small fraction of life is within our control: the way we respond to challenges, the choices we make, and the effort we put in. Everything else is outside our influence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Once you stop fighting against things you can't change, you free up your energy for what truly matters: your own peace of mind, your actions, and your response to life. South, let go of the need to control everything. Focus instead on how you respond to life's challenges. This shift in perspective is liberating. You don't need to change the world, just your approach to it. Section 4. Accept the present moment. Let go of past regrets and future fears. How many times have you replayed an old mistake or worried about an unknown future? John was always stuck between two worlds: the regrets of his past and the fears of his future. He found himself constantly missing the beauty of the present because his mind was consumed with what could have been or what might be. Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The truth is, life only exists in the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. Wasting time dwelling on them is a waste of the only thing that truly belongs to us today. When you focus on the present moment, you unlock the power to live fully. Stop wasting time trying to fix the past or anticipate the future. Instead, embrace the now. Whether it's enjoying a conversation with a loved one, savoring a cup of coffee, or simply breathing in the air around you, the present moment holds infinite possibilities. South, accept the present. Let go of your attachment to what was and what could be. Life unfolds here, in the now. Section 5. Accept transience. Embrace the impermanence of life. Sophia had always been afraid of change, of things ending. She feared losing people, opportunities, and even her own youth. She clung to the idea that she could somehow stop time or keep things the way they were. But life, as we know, doesn't work that way. Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Life is transient. People, moments, and experiences pass by like the changing seasons. Accepting this reality frees us from unnecessary attachment. When we understand that impermanence is the nature of life, we begin to cherish moments as they come. We stop trying to hold on to what's already slipping away, and we start to live fully in each moment, knowing it may never come again. South, embrace life's transience. Recognize that everything is temporary, and that's precisely why it's precious. When we accept that things won't last forever, we learn to appreciate them more deeply and live with greater presence. Section 6. Accept misfortune. See hardship as an opportunity to grow. John had always dreaded setbacks. Every failure, every challenge was like a personal attack. When he lost his job, he spiraled into despair. But in his darkest moments, he encountered a profound shift in perspective. The Stoics believed that hardship is not a punishment, but a chance for growth. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Every difficulty, every challenge we face is an opportunity to build resilience, to grow stronger, and to refine our character. Instead of running from hardship, embrace it. See each setback as a lesson in disguise. Whether it's the loss of a job, a difficult relationship, or an unexpected health scare, hardship forces us to adapt, to think differently, and to push ourselves beyond our limits. South, accept misfortune for what it truly is. An opportunity to grow. When you shift your perspective, hardship becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Conclusion. Start accepting. Start living. The path to a fulfilled life begins with acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, of the things you can't control, and of the fleeting nature of life itself. It's in this acceptance that we find true freedom, the freedom to live fully, to embrace the chaos, and to flow with life instead of against it. Remember, freedom is the power to live as we choose. The Stoics have shown us the way. Now, it's time to step into that power. If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What are the things in your life that you need to accept? We're all in this journey together. Like, subscribe, and let's continue this path of growth and acceptance together.